What's up, fam? Extraordinary Life with Elijah, and you're watching this video on Sunday, May 11th, 2025 at 10:50 a.m. MST. As I'm preparing to do the video that catalogs being halfway through this process, as I've considered that, man, almost halfway through, I've been going back and watching all of my videos that I've made from the beginning up to this point to build myself up in testimony, see what it is that God has been up to, and be able to drive a stake in the ground that it's my marathon and this is my halfway point. And so I've been going back to view all of those and to build myself up in the testimony. I so wanted to this week to recap the prophecy of what God had spoken into my heart when I made the video in 2021, when he cooked my brain, but God said not yet. So that video, I think, will be the video that I make last week in real time, in looking at last week's video in the week, the one that I recorded in 2021. It's so difficult for me to think about that here in the moment, but going back, engaging all the testimony has been so encouraging, getting to hear everything that God has done to this point and to be built up with resources to press on. One of the things though, that I've noticed watching back in the video, I almost wanted to do a montage here in this video, is I say over and over and over, I'm so busy. Guys, life is so crazy. I am so busy right now, guys. There's so many things going on. I don't even know, guys. When you record over and over and over this testimony, that as you rush back through that, patterns in my communication, patterns in my thoughts, patterns in things I was struggling with begin to come to the surface. And I noticed many of the videos that I start this last year and a half have started with, guys, I'm so busy. As I've thought about that, actually, and like I've told you, I struggle with perfection. Like I can't go back and change those things. It's there. I wish I would have started the videos differently. And now I know going forward how to guard my heart better. As I've weighed out this busy thing, is that good or bad? I've kind of landed on an encouraging thought. The first thought though was one that Bill challenges people often, that busyness is a sense of artificial worth, that as we give ourselves things just to be busy, and we're like, how are you doing? Well, I'm busy. That it's a soulish attempt to establish worth through works, that busyness can be an artificial sense of worth. So I really sat in that to think through and see, is there an unholy sense of busyness in my life that needs addressed? That's very good. On the other side, the encouraging element has been that through all of this last season of time, this last year and a half, I have been incredibly busy with real estate, having children, moving, starting up a business, being in ministry, connecting with friends. It's been an incredibly busy season, but the thing that I was so encouraged in is looking back and having access to my experiences and my thoughts, that regardless of how busy I was, I continued to live out of the vision that God gave me and has given me in making these videos every week. My encouragement to you then, as my family, is don't hide the talent that God has given you. Don't short yourself out of those compliments of our Father and Jesus of well done, good and faithful servant. Like, I would like to invest the talents you've given me, God. I would like to step into the vision you've given me, God. I would like to do what you're calling me to do, God, but I'm just too busy. No, that's not going to play on the day of judgment when the master comes back to settle accounts, not to meddle, but to settle. We're going to have to give an account of our lives, give an account of the talents that he's given us. And saying I was too busy is not going to cut it. There's always time to do the things that God has given you to do. In your life, if you're in a place where you're too busy to do the things that God has called you to do the things that God has set before you, I would invite you into a long, hard consideration with the Father about whether or not you're being seduced by darkness. If he can't get you to sin outright, to just bite on sin, and he'll tempt you out of the grace and the space that God has for you to do things that you don't have grace for, to keep you outside of the will of God for your life. So my testimony to you here in these videos, as you've heard me say over and over, I'm so busy. Guys, I'm so busy. These videos are a testimony to God's goodness, that his strength has been sufficient for me to continue doing the things that he has called me to do. So I want to impart grace to you, serve to please my Father's heart, to the exercise of my gifts before him by the grace and the faith that he's given me, to impart grace to you, that you can know him more and serve to please his heart as well. So wherever you are and whatever you're in the middle of, go with joy at once to put to work the gift that God has placed in you, the gift of his life, his strength, his power, his spirit, the measure of faith that he's given you. Go put it to work at once with joy so that you can bear multiplied fruit, showing yourselves to be in Christ and his disciple to the glory of our Father. If you subscribe to what I'm doing, guys, hit the button, hit it, and then get it. Hit the bell as well so you get notified with the new content. And if you loved this video, you didn't just like it, hit the thumbs down button. Pray blessings on our lives together. I love you guys lots, and I will see you in the next video, which starts now. Oh man, I am incredibly busy. Oh man, working on the studio here in my house, and so wanted to make a first video here. Super exciting. Yeah, I think I'm going to take you back in with me to start the video in here, but oh, guys, so many things going on, but at the same time, it's very good. Oh, click that off. Very good. Not right now, Sissy Bear. Daddy's finishing up my recording for the week, but then as soon as I'm done, then we will make your terrarium. Okay. I just realized I came into a new light source and I am very orange. I look like an Oompa Loompa. And yours. Yes. Welcome to the busyness and the mess of my life. What's up, fam? Extraordinary Life with Elijah. And I want to show you what I've been working on. Pretty exciting stuff.